Once upon a time, in a village lived a man, who was always troubled by one or other problem, and was not happy with his life. One day he got to know that a Zen master, with his disciple, has come to his town. Man decided to go to Zen master. An evening he went to his place, and after waiting for a while he got to meet Zen master. He said, "O wise one, I am very unhappy with my life. I am surrounded by problems all the time, sometimes work problems, and sometimes health problems, sometimes problems at home, and sometimes some other kind of problems. Please tell me a way so that my all problems would end, and I can live a peaceful and happy life." Zen master smiled, and said, "My dear friend, I will give you a solution tomorrow morning, but meanwhile, can you do me a small favor?" Man agreed. Zen master continued. "A rich merchant of this town has gifted me 100 camels. I am taking them with myself. I want that tonight. You take care of them. When all 100 camels sit down, then you too go to sleep." Saying this, Zen master went to his tent, and man went to look after camels for night. Next morning Zen master went to man and asked, "Dear, did you have good sleep last night?" Man became sad, and replied, "Sir, I could not even sleep for a moment. I tried a lot, but I could not get all camels to sit together at it. Some camels sat down, but some did not sit, despite my efforts. If one sits, some males will stand from some other side, and this went on all the night. There has not been a time overnight when all the camels would sit down." Zen master smiled and said, "If I am not wrong, this is what happened last night. There were many camels who sat themselves at night. Many others sat because of your efforts. Others did not even see it, after trying to make them sit. And then later you found that some of them sat themselves with passage of time." Men replied, "Yes, that's exactly what happened." Zen master continued, "Now, do you understand something? You see, problems in our life are just like that. Some will solve themselves, some will be solved with your efforts. Some will not be solved even with efforts. Leave these kinds of problems on time, they will solve at right time by themselves. Last night you experienced that no matter how much you try, but you can't get all camels to sit at the same time. If you make one camel sit, another will be standing somewhere else in the same way. If you solve a problem, then you will see some other problem standing there. It is life, problems are part of life. Sometimes it is less, and sometimes there are too many problems. Problems are part of life, but it does not mean that you keep thinking about them all the time. You keep them aside and keep moving forward, learn to grow towards the purpose of your life. If we see in our life, we will see that this is the story of all of us. We all think that when everything will be okay in my life, then I will be happy. But there never comes a time when everything will be fine in life. There will always be some problems in life. It can be related to your health. If health is okay, then it can be related to your job or business. If job or business is okay, then there can be problems in home. If all these are fine, then there can be some other kind of problem. If you will wait for everything to be okay in your life, then you will never be able to live a happy life like that man who could not sleep the whole night. Always remember that some problems will solve themselves. Some will be solved with your efforts and some will not be solved. Even with efforts, you will have to live these problems. They will solve at right time by themselves. Therefore, try to learn to be happy. While living among these problems, you must have some purpose in life, and you should always try to grow towards the purpose of your life.